News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, Yellow, L, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth.
Sarah, what's up, girl? Sarah. Sarah called this the ran through song. What's up? We back. The ran through song. Why Sarah called it that? What's up? We back. There's too much news to keep up with. I don't know what I got my hands into covering this sport in the news. It's too much. I take a couple days off. Everybody done got in trouble. Done did the wrong thing. What's up? Yeah, you take a couple days off, and then there's even more drama. There's no shortage. I need people to. I wish more people would live stream, but nobody wants to do it. I'm just gonna jump into it. If I can do an hour and a half, that would be amazing. I'm still working on my project for my main channel, so that takes that takes me a while. So I'm just gonna get into it. There's no strategy to tackle all this stuff. But shout out to all the people that help keep me updated. Sarah does a good job. CP, a couple other homies keep me updated. We're just gonna jump around. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just whatever was on the whatever was sent to me and I found. Hopefully the audio will be okay.
The wrestling camp with Kyle Dakin.
Somebody asked Muggsy why do kids gravitate towards him. I don't know why. kids do like Muggsy, and they're the only people Muggsy can beat except for Clay Guida. They should never let Muggsy win that match. Now we got to keep listening to him.
Hayden and Johnny, I had the longest line at the camp, and I'm the only one that go to college. He's like, why do you think you the one with the longest line and you got the least experience? I'm like, well, I think it's because I give every fan a lot of energy.
Can you guys hear that?
I give them tons of energy. I ask them their name, where they from. I always shake the dad's hand and hug the mom. I always stand and never sit down when I do that. And if they want to wrestle live for 20, 30 seconds, I give them that little opportunity. And I just make it special for them and just make it about them for 30, 40 seconds. And I think that's really why, like, a lot of these wrestlers, I don't think they really care for that. I think they just want to be stoic and be great in the sport. I appreciate that because we need that, right? We need people to be great in this sport, but we need people to have a personality as well. We need people to market, business as well, and be an extrovert to these children, and for them to look up to us, because all they see is us wrestling. They don't see any personality. They can't connect with us, and I give them a solid connection at these events. I think that's why I'm the one to have the longer lines or have the parents talk to me a little more, and I got the bigger following. I think that's really what it is. It's more just a connection. And that's the thing about content and personality. Personality push the brand. I had a parent ask me yesterday.
Here's my issue. Muggsy he's an influencer. Same thing with Giorgio. Muggsy, you got more energy because you ain't training. These other guys been wrestling this whole time, tired, injured, overtrained, and Muggsy, you ain't doing shit. Of course he ain't done nothing but film videos. Everybody else got to go actually wrestle. Everybody else got to be good at wrestling. Everybody else had to be good at something on that show, except for Muggsy. Everybody else had to be good at wrestling or something to be on there. So I'm not saying Muggsy is a good influencer. Well, I don't know if he's a good influencer, but he is an influencer. But it's hard to compare yourself to. Imagine you're Jordan Burroughs. Jordan Burroughs got 10 kids. He busy. Everybody else busy with their life. Muggsy got nothing but time. Shout out to Margot. Look, she won the tournament. She don't look happy though. Why? Look. We like Margot on this show, but look at Margot. Everybody else kind of smiling. Look at this girl right here. She got a nice smile. Who is that? That's the girl from Korea. What's up? I think I met her one time. Let me not say anything. But this girl right here, look, she's smiling. She happy. She got third place. Look at Margot though. Look at her. Like, she doesn't look happy at all. And is that her first pan title? Why would you win and you look angry? You look upset. Isn't that weird? So, my competitors out there, you got to make sure you're enjoying this too. You got to be doing this for the right reasons. Look, she don't look happy. Uh-oh, she look like Margot, you've been taking ALJ supplements, Margot? What's going on over there? She look like she's been it's a nice, beautiful day. Danny Tapa, he over there, I'll just say Pennsylvania. They ain't had no nice weather this whole year. But just look at Margot. She don't look her normal self for some reason. Maybe it's just me. I pick up on stuff though. That's just me. I might be missing out though. Stoic? That ain't stoic. When your face look like that, you ain't stoic. She don't look relaxed. Her shoulders, how you stoic when your shoulders up here? The body language is, I know you messing with me, sir. Galvao was there at the Galvao, shameless. He's shameless. Let me go back. Galvao shameless, man. I think Sarah sent it to me. Nah, that your body, your posture, even if you have RBF, your posture shows your emotions. Your posture. There's a lot of different. Isn't that nonverbal communication? There's a lot of nonverbal communication going on right there. We got this man. He's shameless.
Cheguei na final da categoria e do absoluto, graças a Deus, mais uma vez, igual o europeu, né? Então, tô bem feliz, fiz bastante guerra por aí.
Oh, no. She done beat Elizabeth Clay, had Elizabeth Clay hobbling. I missed all the pans, really. I was busy. Dang, Sarah Galvao over here tearing everybody up. Her dad's like, well, she won, so I'm innocent, right? That's how it works in jiu-jitsu. In sports, as long as you keep winning, you innocent.
E aí dei meu melhor. Agora, esquecer das lutas que já aconteceram e focar só na final. Eu achei que eu lutei bem. Eu acho que quase todas as lutas eu consegui quedar. Se eu não quedei, eu finalizei. Então, eu senti bem. Meu pai tava ali, minha mãe tava do outro lado. Então, Foi muita informação de última hora.
A dedicação, a disciplina, o coração, acho que isso faz a diferença. Então, assim, todos aqueles que um dia querem chegar no topo, querem dar o melhor, querem se destacar, o segredo está no dia a dia, né? A gente deve ser bem honesto com a gente mesmo e ter o coração de gostar do que faz, gostar de passar pelo mais difícil, né? Que a parte de treino é mais difícil, né, filho? A parte de treino é muito mais difícil, ela é ardente.
Ela gosta, né?
E ela gosta desse processo, então você curtir o processo e gostar. Então, assim, acho que as pessoas pensam muito lá na frente, né? Eu acho que é você enraizar o seu pé no presente e dar o seu melhor, que os frutos você vai colher, entendeu? E a Sara tá colhendo os frutos de tudo que ela tá plantando aí. Se Deus quiser, a gente vai sair com mais 2 vitórias aí. Em nome de Jesus.
Obrigada.
Can't even talk. Where are the comments at, Sarah? In this? I don't want to translate the Portuguese. We got a 29-year-old purple belt upset at a 16-year-old. Why it had to be a sister, though? Why it had to be a sister this time? We can't have. Come on, we got to do better.
Ready to check the flag, ready through the red light. 12 get me good and won't pull over till I'm dead right.
This might be an MMA sister. Damn. Oh. All right, look what they did to my sister. The girl doing all that to her. Oh, wait a second. Oh, heck no. You see how they be treating? Oh, look at that. Look what they did, Sarah. But wait, Danny Chopper, wait. Wait, come back, Danny Chopper. We jumped the gun too early. We jumped the gun too early. Danny Chopper, watch it again. Wait a second, we jumped the gun. She should have posted that part first. Oh, we got the racist brigade over here, aka jiu-jitsu, the jiu-jitsu brigade. We jumped the gun too fast, Danny Chopper. Oh dang. Well, hey, listen, them be the same trolls. All right, we jumped the gun. I'm sorry, sister. Yeah, we missed all this. Yeah, he can't be doing all this, and she doing all that. All right, yeah, all right, yeah. All right, we jumped the gun. I'm sorry, sister. We jumped on you too. I'm sorry. Okay, we got some comments over here. So remember, these are your friends in jiu-jitsu class. Them be your friends. Them the friends you be defending in jiu-jitsu class. That's normal. That's a normal day right there. Yeah, that might not be a real person though. We can't get too angry at bots and stuff. So I'm glad we got to see that. All right, we jumped the gun. So listen here, even me, at least you know what I do. At least I sat there and rewatched it, right? I was like, hey, wait a sec, let me rewatch this. Okay, I might have been wrong. Who else admitting they were wrong or jumped the gun? Nobody else admitting that. You only get that here on the Alec News Network. Yeah, I mean that's how it go over here.
It was black folks who created house music and techno.
I didn't know that till.
And a lot of people don't know that. Yeah. So if you don't know where something is from, how are you going to know where the hell to take it?
I don't know who the girl was.
And I think that's a big reason why we find ourselves in this situation today, where the vast majority of DJs in that space are white males. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Have whatever thoughts you want on that. The way I see it, it's gone the way that jazz has gone, where it's a black art form. It's almost sacred to me, but now it's seen as like this. It's something else.
Right.
Same with rock and roll. Rock and roll isn't really seen primarily as black music. You see it in Latin music. Reggaeton. I mean, reggaeton comes from dancehall.
Reggaeton.
You know, a lot of our genres were created by black folks, by indigenous people. It was black folks who created house.
Yeah, I didn't know about house I didn't know that about house music until, you know, maybe a couple years ago. We learned something new over here. We got my homegirl. She's not my real homegirl, but maybe one day, Yui Sasaki. I gotta say the high voice because she's, you know, I don't know. It fits her.
Olympic champions Yui Sasaki and Akari Fujinami were scheduled to anchor Japan's women's wrestling lineup at the upcoming Asian Championships, but Fujinami has since been sidelined with an injury. Still, Sasaki will lead an impressive squad that collectively owns an Olympic gold, an Olympic bronze, 9 senior world titles, 12 senior Asian titles, and 1 senior world bronze medal. Let's run through Japan's women's lineup that'll wrestle on UWW Plus April 6th through the 12th in Bishkek
Japan got
at the Asian Championships.
Girls.
Kicking things off at 50 kilos will be Yui Sasaki, the 4-time world champion and Olympic gold medalist. World and Asian champion Moi Kyoko will serve as the 53-kilo rep. At 55 kilos will be Sawaka Uchida, the reigning world bronze medalist. 2-time Asian champion Sara Natami will replace Fujinami at 57 kilos. Sena Nagamoto will try to win her 3rd Asian title as she will wrestle at 59 kilos. At 62 kilos, Nanoka Ozaki, the Paris 2024 Olympic bronze medalist, will try to add to her 2022 and 2024 Asian Championship wins. Nana Akihata will make her senior Asian debut at 65 kilos. Reigning world and Asian champion Miwa Morikawa will be up a weight class to 68 kilos after winning last season at 65. At 72 kilos, Mihiro Yoshitaki will try to win her 2nd Asian gold, while Yoshua Matsuyuki will close out the lineup at 76 kilos. The over-under is 5.5. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Japan will win more or less than 5.5 gold medals?
Japan, they're gonna do well. We got Mush's girlfriend over here. Let me not play that. It's kind of guys. This might have you going epileptic over here. Oh, that's the girl. That's Mush's girlfriend. Let me play it one time. Viewer discretion advised. If you epileptic or whatever, however you say that, don't watch this. It's kind of the video's kind of shaky. Yeah. That's Mush's girlfriend right there. Erica Kirk. This Mush's new girlfriend. She from Ukraine. All right. Hey, listen. You know Mush? She got bronze in 2020. All right, I didn't know that. That's Mush's new girlfriend, judo girlfriend. You know, CP done finished his dissertation, so he been out here acting wild. Oh, she went to Paris too? I didn't know she went to Paris. All right, Mush, don't forget about us when you get this girl. You know she a judo girl, of course. I don't know. I don't know. She don't look like, well, she looked pretty right here. You know, she looked pretty. But if you see her fight, she don't be looking like that. She don't be looking like that when she fighting though. Okay, she going modeling now. Where your judo at, girl? Put some judo on here. She said she making more money modeling. She said she modeled. Where the judo at? See, Sarah, we're looking for judo. Yeah, that might be Mush's new girlfriend. Here we go. Is that judo? Oh, she looks scary. Woo! She looks scary. Look how scary that girl looks. She look. Ooh. Mush, you better not upset that lady, Mush. She went to the Olympics. Tokyo, maybe Paris too, I think.
Друзі, всім привіт! Я Дар'я Білогід. У мене є для вас важлива справа. 91-й окремий батальйон, який воює на Покровському напрямку, потребує нашої допомоги.
I would say that, but Teddy Reiner got money though, Sarah. Teddy Reiner make money. You know Teddy Reiner. Shout out to Mush. You know he like his snow bunnies. Teddy Reiner, that's all he does is judo. Honestly, he could probably he the only person I know that make money from judo. he could honestly play any sport he want though. Now he be making money.
Bien sûr que ça me donne une responsabilité. C'est comme si c'est le top départ. C'est comme si on est à 10
He be making money
max
though.
de l'événement et ça y est, on y
He's
va.
a man.
Et puis en même temps, il faut que ce soit parfait parce que il faut pas se louper.
Yeah,
Il
but
faut
if he
que ce
can make
soit
money,
pour la bonne cause. On sait pourquoi on est là.
well, that girl's not as good
Des
as him.
jaunes, lever des sous, ceux qui ont fait le déplacement et qui ont
You would need like a
donné
Kayla
de leur temps
Harrison.
et de leur argent, passer un bon moment et qu'en même temps, on puisse accueillir les artistes comme il se doit. Donc c'était beaucoup de responsabilités. Quand j'enfile le costume, bien sûr.
And to be honest, that man he could do well in any sport, really. Football, basketball, yeah, whatever sport he wanted to do. Maybe Rhonda, if she, Rhonda nowadays maybe could be as popular from just judo. We support the sisters over here, and they said tribute to Jet Magazine. Does anybody remember Jet Magazine back in the day? And they would do Beauty of the Week. So Sarah, we promoting sisters over here. Who else promoting sisters on the live stream? There might be some other guy. You remember Jet? I don't remember reading Jet. I remember Jet Magazine being around, but I was a kid. I'm not reading Jet Magazine. I remember they were small too, weren't they? Smaller. That's true. They had the subscription. Grandpa had the subscription. Grandpa. Yeah, they were small. That's all I remember. Let me just kind of go. Oh, wait a second. She had a belly button ring back then? They had belly button rings back then? No, they didn't, did they? I thought that was a 2000s thing. They had belly button rings back then? I just now noticed that. But these sisters were natural. There was no BBLs back then. No Botox. No liposuction. No filler. No filler. Did I say Botox? No Botox. No facelifts. Everything was natural back then. I miss those days. Look at them sisters. See, look. She from Stockbridge, Georgia? Wait a second. Stockbridge? Oh, okay. I know where that is. Now, she probably, she probably in her 50s now. Or 60s. All right, look at these natural ladies. All right, look at that, man. We need to bring Jet Magazine back. Uh-oh. See, where's Mush at? Look at these sisters. You got different type of sisters too. Okay, well, all right. See, Sarah, look, we celebrate sisters over here.
Blue Peter was a funny one because I had to go in for a live audition, 3 10-minute slots. One was trampolining. I said to her before we went on, I said, look, listen, I do a bit of trampolining. Get me at the end, take me through the process, seat drop, front drop, this, that, and the other. Anyway, I threw the back somersault, missed the cross you didn't go up, went sideways, landed in the springs like that, so I did, and I kind of said, thank you, thanks very much, like that. And they were laughing, the camera was going like that, and I was in the spring. So then the next thing was this birdseed cake. Yeah. So I put all these
it had a lot of
ingredients
stuff in there. I remember that.
Birdseed cake like that, and I start to cut it like that. And then
what happened to Jet Magazine?
Onto a plate. The cake went like that, it just went splat. So more laughing, the camera's going again like that. So then we went from there to this remote control car. And this remote control car, and what happens is the message comes, it comes into this little box here, and you send it off, and it never came back. All right, so it got caught behind something, a curtain like that, so I had to go again. 3 for 3. Didn't get the job.
I don't know what he's talking. That's the guy that commentates. He commentates all the judo. AOJ said they got their winners. All right, look at that. All right. Did they say anything that worth reading? It says team gold medal, 17 gold medals. All of these champions, they didn't put nobody. If you didn't get a medal, you ain't get on the post. All of these champions train together every single day in the same room. To me, it is what makes it even more incredible. Congratulations to everyone who represented the team this weekend at Pan Am's. Regardless of the result, each one of you were able to achieve. I truly appreciate the work everyone is putting and the incredible energy we have built together as a team. We had more gold medals than any other team. We collected gold medals in every belt level. 3 of our black belts beat current world champions, Rooster, Feather, male and female, and those 3 weight class. And we had more black belt champions than any other team, 6 total, 4 male and 2 female. Pato and Tynan continued their run to the Grand Slam. Alrighty.
I wanted wrestling to amount to something. I wanted people to understand how much love of wrestling people have. And the only way you can do that is to have an event that people want to come to. And it makes it special. Everybody wants to go to something that's special. I mean, look at the Super Bowl, Final Four, okay? Because what people do is, for lack of anything, a little bragging rights. Hey, I went to the Final Four. I went to the Super Bowl. Okay, I went to the NCAA Wrestling Championship. Okay, I went to the NCAA Wrestling Championship, and some of them can say, "Hey, I went to the one where it's the only championship in the history of the NCAA that had 10 All-Americans." So it makes it special, right? And everybody wants to be a part of something special, and that's good. I wanted wrestling to amount to something.
I do believe Jay Robinson passed away. Where's my... Move this over here. I do believe he passed away. Let me check just to verify. Yeah. So Jay Robinson did pass away at 79. I didn't know of him, but let's read a little bit. Says RIP immortalized by tens of thousands of kids aged 10 to 40 still wearing the I Did It shirt. He used to run camps. Alrighty. He had wrestling. Okay. My man Mush tapped in, man. Mush tapped in on every sport. That's why Mush part of the news network. Mush tapped in on wrestling, on judo, jiu-jitsu, music. We got to get Mush live streaming somehow. All right, shout out to him. Jay Robinson was willing to explore the possibilities. The former Minnesota coach pushed the dual attendance record upward when his team hosted the border brawl against Iowa. The Golden Gophers set the record at 15,646 on February 2nd, 2002. So just so a little bit of history, back in the 2000s, wrestling, you know, kind of early 2000s, the wrestling was on the ropes. It was on the ropes in the 2000s, you know, as far as viewership, and, you know, the Olympics were ready to kick wrestling out the Olympics. The oldest sport, they can you imagine the Olympics kicking out the oldest sport? They're like, get out of here. And so, you know, wrestling, honestly, I think JB saved wrestling, to be honest. Without JB, I don't know if we would have wrestling in the Olympics anymore. It says Craig Jones withdraws ADCC equal pay offer over Isaac Michel controversy. We do need to jump over there real quickly. Give me a second to get back to Craig. We got day one opening soon, which is Bernardo Fria and Tonoko School.
What's up, everyone? We're super excited to announce that we're gonna have our soft opening this Saturday, April 4th. Just a reminder, we have a few spots left for our founders promo. Hurry up, sign up now. We cannot wait to see you all here at Day One Jiu-Jitsu Academy. What's up, everyone? We're super excited.
I wanted to ask you about your scrambling. How did you develop the skill of scrambling?
I remember once
that's what
Gordon
jiu-jitsu is
Ryan
nowadays,
sent
CP.
me like a big paragraph roasting me for quitting mentally in one of my matches. And honestly, this is all it took, man. I think it was against Canuto. He's like, yeah, you quit. And he was right. Yeah, I quit. And I stopped moving. Like the idea of always continuous movement, like movement with a sense of direction, you know? And there's also an idea that I first heard from Faraz, but you know, obviously Faraz, black belt under John and everything, he picked it up as well, is the ability to take your head over his head or the hips over his hips or both, you know? So that ability is always going to help you scramble. Like
I wanted to ask you about your scrambling. How did you develop?
You know, scrambling is not an old man's game. It's a young man's game. I don't know if you want to build your game around scrambling. You know, from a longevity perspective, you're not going to be able to scramble forever like that. And two, most of these guys make their money through instructionals, teaching, seminars, private lessons. It's hard to really teach scrambling. How are you going to teach scrambling to a 50-year-old blue belt with bad knees? You can't. Most people not coordinated enough to scramble. So I think, we got to put thought into what differentiates you in the market. Taza has really good escapes. I would focus more on escapes than the scrambling. And, tournaments, it don't matter. But, those guys don't care. What was this? It says Will Smith living his best life in Angola. Now, listen, I might have to go to Angola. That's where a lot of our Brazilian buddies came from. I might need to go. Oh my God, I might. Sarah, where's Sarah at? Sarah. Jesus. You don't need no Jada Pinkett Smith no more. Hey, that's my wife. Get away from my wife, Will Smith. Jesus Christ. I might have to go to Angola, everybody. I'm sorry. I might just need to get up and go. Jesus. I forgot what I was doing. I done forgot what I was doing. See, look, Sarah. Who else is promoting sisters, Sarah, as consistently as me? And trying to get the brothers that are addicted to Snow Bunny. Who is trying to preach to those brothers? Oh, Dr. Umar, technically. That's because he can't go other places. He had a concert here last year, and it was terrible. Who? Will Smith? Oh, and Zurich? He an actor, man. He's not a musician. He's not a rapper no more.
So we got some more crazy wrestling news for y'all involving Penn State. So about a month and a half ago, a lot of people saw Kurt McHenry make wild accusations about the Penn State locker room, the Penn State coaching staff, went on a long rant on Instagram, and I made a video about it. Saying people were shoving their fingers in other guys' butts in the locker room, using the hard R, all this crazy stuff. Well, yesterday at the Pittsburgh All-Star Wrestling Classic, one of the biggest high school dual matchup things in the country, Cael Sanderson was in attendance and Kurt McHenry was in attendance. And apparently, Kurt McHenry saw Cael and went up to him. It said that he went up to him, starts pointing in his face, yelling in his face, yelling stuff at Cael Sanderson, and Cael wasn't having it. Cael was just kind of like, bro, what is going on? Anyways, apparently police, security got involved, and they had to escort Kurt McHenry out of the arena. Now, obviously, Kurt was fired up. A lot of people don't know who to believe, what to believe. There's been a lot of crazy stuff to come out about Penn State in the last year. But what do you think about this whole situation? Wild stuff.
So if you guys don't remember Kurt McHenry, that's the brother that was saying. Now, it's not just one person saying that some stuff was going on at Penn State, Penetration State College. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing with Galvao. As long as you're winning, you're innocent. Now, if God forbid Cael Sanderson lose, Oklahoma beat him, or not Iowa. It ain't gonna be Iowa. God forbid Penetration State lose. That's it. He might be gone. Penn State also had the Sandusky, trials and everything. So, I'm gonna believe the brother. I'm sorry, Cael Sanderson. I like Cael Sanderson. I like a lot of these people as athletes, but you get into their programs, they let shenanigans happen. So I don't know that, because it wasn't just that brother, Bo Bartlett. Bo Bartlett came out, and Starachi was kind of one of the main people they were talking about. But to me, I don't know. I mean, Penn State has had issues in the past before. I didn't know about this brother. Did you guys know about this brother?
These are full-on race bikes. What was even more special is that they're championship bikes. This year, last year, year before.
I bet you much knew about this brother.
I got more, just couldn't fit it in the garage.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a brother riding motocross like that. Now, that's a dangerous sport, though. I don't know if I can get into that sport.
Said it before, I said it again. I'll die trying to win.
Damn. Woo! I don't know if I can get into
Every
this.
time I get hurt, I'm like, man, I don't want to do this anymore, but I still come back.
Jesus. Did you see those crashes? Damn, that's cool, but at the same time crazy. I guess I didn't watch the fight, but I guess Israel Adesanya lost. Why is he still fighting? uh, these fighters they just can't stop. You know, they can't stop. I don't know. Didn't he make enough money though? I just don't understand why these people can't stop. You could say the same thing about me. I still compete in jiu-jitsu, but that's not MMA. I'm not getting punched and well, maybe a little bit punched, but not like these guys are. He says, I know it's hard on my people seeing me fall. I promise you it's harder on me. Regardless, we respawn and go again. Well, yeah, why was Mike Tyson? Yeah, well, you know, these not the best people with their money. Some of them just, that's what they do. But, you know, it's just a dangerous sport. Yeah, Mike, honestly, Mike can still win at 58. Fight the YouTubers, he can still win. We're going to watch this match, but we'll just kind of tease it a little bit. Was Gabrielle's knee still hurt from the Nogi rolls? Oh, Gabrielle, you ain't got no business losing. She ain't got, wait a second. And Galvao was found innocent. My daughter won, so I'm innocent, right? Okay, investigation closed. I believe Andre Galvao is shameless, you know. I believe he's shameless. Shout out to Big Seif. Now, you can't, that's why I can't do Absolute no more. You had me underneath that person. Sarah said she could shrimp out from him, though. He's protected. Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Nothing brings America together like watching Duke get their soul ripped out of their body. Just
you guys following
heart
NCAA
crushed
basketball?
into a million
March
pieces. We sweep it up before they could pick it up. Just, I'm a UConn guy, so it was a little bit more surreal for me, but oh, like what a moment. Teams were 146-0, one seed, 146-0 when leading at half by 15 plus points in the NCAA tournament. 146-0. Now they're 146-1 because of Duke. No, what a surreal experience. Generational hate watch for so many people. For me as a UConn guy, that ball, that shot. But sports are amazing. I know I just interviewed Clav and he called me an R word for watching sports, but nothing brings people together like watching Duke lose. Nothing brings America together.
People love their sports. We had Tynan. Oh, who's over here? Alliance won. That's what. Hey, look at those guys. CP know all them guys. Now AOJ didn't win nothing. They didn't win adult male. They didn't win adult female. They didn't win juvenile. They didn't win masters. They didn't win novice. They talk like they won everything. AOJ talk like they now they are a good team, but the metrics say that Alliance Atos, Cicero Costa, and Gracie Baja. Gracie Baja coming back. Now there's Galvao, shameless, very shameless right there. You forgot about March Madness, y'all. You know you're not in the country like that. We just jumping around. What did Gabrielle say? I don't know. We already saw. We're gonna watch that match. I don't know if we'll watch the match. I'm kind of short on time. Not in the country, but still in the culture. That's true. Was that from Jet Magazine? I thought this was Mush for a second. Where Mush at? I thought this was Mush. I thought that was Mush for a second. I was like, Mush, is that you? But I saw he got dreads. Mush need to introduce me to that tall girl, though. Andre had a post-fight interview. I gotta find it. I don't know if I have it.
Come with me as I quit my full-time job as a plumber to open this new jiu-jitsu academy with my girlfriend. And this is my best friend, Coach Crash Out, and as you can see, there's something wrong with him. I haven't made a video in a couple months since opening the school, but it's been super successful. The only thing is, we have these old, dingy black mats that give you mat burn like crazy. So today, we're going to be upgrading those to much better mats. And this is the unglamorous part of owning a school, is you have to do everything yourselves, especially at the beginning, and you're not really getting paid that much money. And man, moving all these mats just reminded me of the blue collar work I used to do and how much that stuff just breaks your back. But I'd rather be breaking my back for my own self, for my own business, than making another man a dollar. And we just got some new signage for the gym.
Everybody don't need their own
the gym
school.
looks better and better, and I'm so grateful for everything. And here's
Everybody
us moving
don't need
the
their own
mats.
school.
And I
Yeah.
did like the black a lot, but these mats literally
You
give
should've
you
kept
mat
them
burn
mats.
every 3
Keep the mats
seconds
and not
on your
waste
feet,
all your money.
on your hands, on your elbows. I would literally have to wear leggings every single day I did
He don't
yogi.
sound- he
And
don't
don't
sound
even
excited.
get
He
started
sound like
with
Gen Z.
wrestling. If you try to wrestle on these mats with no leggings, no sweatpants, or no knee pads, you will literally blister your knees apart. And here's Coach Crash Out again. And as you can see, this guy has way too much energy. Like, we're really
he's
yin
a-
and yang.
what
I'm
kind of school
super
they going-
chill and laid back, and
Yeah, I
this
don't
guy
know.
is like a
They might have to go
7-year-old
back
that
to
just
that trade
drank like
job.
5 monsters. But I think that's what makes our gym so cool, is all the instructors are young, hungry, and full of energy. And there's one Hormozy video that stuck to me.
You don't
is
want
like,
young,
I don't have
hungry,
the
and full of
money
energy.
that these
No.
older people have. I don't have the experience or knowledge that these older people have. But what I do have that they don't is energy, and I need to use it. I
No,
can
you're
work
not gonna have
longer. I
energy
can
no
work
more.
harder. And I work so hard because I don't want to go back to plumbing, and I definitely
do
don't
need to
want to
go
go back to
plumbing.
having a job. And there's
No,
nothing wrong
this
with
is a
those
job.
things, but I have to be passionate about what I'm
You don't
doing to
sound
put my
passionate
full
talking
energy
in this
into
video.
it. And here are all the new mats down, and I'm actually so happy that I don't have to wear leggings every single day and not have to worry about getting mat burn on my hands, my elbows, and my feet. And thank you guys so much for following along the journey. I'm gonna tag Champions Bartow in the bio.
Coach.
If you guys could
I don't feel
please
comfortable
follow it.
around
And if
Coach
you're in
Crash
the
Out.
area, Bartow, South Lakeland, come to our gym and check it out. Come with me as I quit my
That's not none of this is a good idea. Who is this guy? He's a wrestler or something? Yeah, I guess he was a wrestler. Okay, that's good. Good luck, son. Let him fuck up. Somebody can buy them mats for. Yeah, he had a job. You know, Mush ain't got no patience. Now that man's no experience, no energy. He said he got energy, but I can't hear the energy in his voice. I don't think it's a good idea. He said he don't want a job, but that is a job. That's a worse job. The plumbing job you can leave at. You can leave that. You know, you do your hours, your 8 hours, whatever. 12, 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever. You can leave that. You can leave that behind. You go do something. You got the rest of the day off. Now that jiu-jitsu, you think that ain't no job, but that's a real job too. You're gonna be stuck. People calling you at 12 at night. Coach Crash Out getting in trouble, getting locked up. We're just jumping around. TLC Chile denies being a Trump supporter, clarifies donation to the president in 2024 campaign. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna start my dental practice. Oh, I thought she did a video. Oh, there she is.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody, and I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button, and I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet.
She said, I ain't. It's fine. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. Nick Cannon also talking about everybody talking about politics. Why all these artists talking about politics?
Part of the Republican Party.
That's right. Former Democrat, former liberal.
Yeah.
I was a liberal Democrat my whole life.
Is that because the bag has got so intense and so heavy that you had a whole nother, you up there with the elite now? Or?
Not even close. Not even close. Democrats don't care about black people.
Okay,
and they don't care about people. They don't care about people of color. And the Republicans do, and that's the misconception.
And you know what? I agree with you 100%.
Amber Rose.
People don't know that
Why
the Democrats is the party of the KKK.
Yep.
People don't know that the Republicans are
Didn't
the
she have a
party that
tattoo on her
freed the
forehead?
slaves.
Yep.
I mean, both of you and I have some conservative views. You just a little bit more outspoken about it than I am. And I honestly, I don't.
When did Amber Rose get
either
here?
party. I rock with W.E.B. Du Bois when he said there's no such thing as two parties. It's just one evil party with two different names. So
yeah, I mean, look, I listen.
Two people, one
part of the Republican Party.
Well, that's what our I mean, why are we listening to these people anyway? Let's look at, we talk about jiu-jitsu, but there's some sports like football, basketball, they got real money.
These are my favorite little things about Florida State's new facility.
Most satisfying security
They got
system
real
in the
money.
world.
Look, they got
Ping
the
pong tables.
palm
Things get pretty
scanner.
serious over here. Cleat dryers for shoes. Massage chairs.
Look, they got
jersey
massage
designs.
chairs, yeah.
Sick view of the practice field. Some of the guys are working. We have multiple drinks and food bars around the facility. Garage door for the indoor field to the weight room. Some of the coolest weights I've ever seen. If you
So
turn
this is a real
upside down,
sport.
They always face forward. Cardio looking down on the facility. Sparkling water machine. Walk through shower before getting into the pools.
These are my favorite little things about Florida State's new facility.
They got, see, that's what real money look like, everybody. We just jumping around, man. I think we got to talk about Craig in a little bit. Did this? That's true. I forgot he got 100 kids.
Look, everyone knows I'm good at this. Look, everyone knows I'm good at this.
That's your call it.
In case anybody didn't hear, Arnold here says he's a lot better than he looks. Now, everybody knows. That's it for today. How about 5 laps to celebrate Mr. Arnold's greatness?
Guess the message was clear. In 2 days, I'd gone from blue chip prospect to team laughingstock.
I didn't know they had wrestling in the Wonder Years. That's back before kids used to cut their sweatpants. We had some good TV shows back then.
Look, everyone knows I'm good at this.
Arnold, in the next couple of days, I'm going to make up a list of the new members of this team. Do you want to be on that list or not?
Now, of course, I said what any self-respecting teenager would say in this situation.
I don't care.
Yep,
Speak
that's
up.
what teenagers say.
I don't have time to screw around with you, Arnold. Do you want to be on this team or not? I want an answer, yes or no.
I wanted to tell him exactly where he and his team could go. But what I heard myself say was,
Yes.
and the worst part was, I really meant it.
You say you can wrestle? Show me.
What, here? With you?
I've seen your act, I've heard your alibis, I've heard your stories. Here's your chance.
You know you can't beat
Show
the
me
wrestling
what you're
coach.
made of.
Nobody can beat their wrestling coach.
And even though I knew it was a
just
trap,
doesn't work.
at that moment, I just saw red.
Oh no! You never. Anybody that just sees red can't win. Oh no!
Why don't you give up? No.
You got pinned.
Come on, give up.
You already got pinned.
You know you
He
want
said,
to.
if somebody say they see red, they can't fight. Sarah, you be seeing red? Sarah be seeing red too? Dang.
It was just about the worst moment of my life. And then it got worse.
Oh yeah, by the way, you made the team. You say you can wrestle?
He made the team? Get him out of there! He can't wrestle. All right, let me jump out of there for copyright get me.
Austin City, look at how beautiful. So I'm super excited.
Wait, Austin don't need another jiu-jitsu place. Austin don't need no more jiu-jitsu. Stop it. Austin, Texas don't need. Actually, Texas don't need no more jiu-jitsu. Texas tired. Texas full. It's crowded. No more jiu-jitsu in Texas. I'm gonna. That was cool. That guy passed away too much. I think recently. But Austin, Texas don't need no more jiu-jitsu.
And proud and grateful to be able to build up a community that we're gonna be together pursuing discipline, health, purpose towards one single goal: greatness. And greatness in our vision is pursuing your best self. Greatness, we have standards that we're gonna be pursuing, and it's not the standard that we're gonna be at, but every single day, the commitment we're gonna put towards something bigger than us, and how we're gonna be pursuing our best self. So this is the only goal we have at Alchemy, and I'm just extremely excited to be able to open the doors pretty soon and embrace.
I like smash burgers though.
This beautiful city that welcomed me
Just made me
so
hungry, CP.
well
Thank you, sir.
when I moved here 4 years ago, and now I have a chance of paying it back. The community of Alchemy is going to be based on discipline, health, and purpose. The final goal, the final result is going to be the transformation on the way. So I cannot wait to have you guys there. I cannot wait to welcome you all. And this is what we have. Life is great. Austin City, look at how beautiful.
Dang, everybody done left. Are they still training with Danaher, or are they doing their own thing? John Carlo, Mergali. Who else got their own school? Big Dan teaches at somebody's school. What about Luke? Yeah, all these guys. Helena gonna have her own school eventually. I don't play that. We had the New York Judo tournament. Mush, were you there at New York Judo? The audio is really low.
Another off the grip. Soto attack.
Yeah, that audio low. Nice.
Pressure on.
The Yang Bros, aren't they good?
Good attack. Does well to cartwheel out of it. Does well to avoid.
Hey. I think I got a better video. Were you there, Bush? Everybody's dressed up too. Everybody on the side, you can't see, but they're dressed up, business casual. That's awesome, man. Chris Brown. Don't take your girl to a Chris Brown concert. That's a married woman right there. Sarah, stop kissing Chris Brown, Sarah. Oh no.
Man, if I was Hubs, man, I would just have that paperwork drawn up forthwith. ASAP. Paperwork. I wouldn't even trip. Wouldn't even be no argument, no explosion. I would just be like, paperwork. Every time I saw her, paperwork. You know what it is? Paperwork. And then the paperwork for the reason for the divorce. Ain't no irreconcilable differences. It's going to be Chris Brown concert. That's what it's going to say in the divorce papers, man. No fancy legal jargon. It's going to say Chris Brown concert.
Sarah said she going to Chris Brown.
That's all paperwork. She going to be like, because you paperwork. I'm cutting off all sentences, explanations, whatever, because clearly the marriage was already over.
Tony Baker got that gray on the bottom.
The marriage was already over before she bought the tickets. It was already over before she went to the show. It was already over before she hit the stage. It was already over. Because if a woman was all in, she wouldn't even put herself in that situation. Paperwork. And I know Hubs, he ain't listening to no Chris Brown. He taking Chris Brown off his whole playlist. He don't even want to know people with the initials CB henceforth.
We ain't got a CB, but
any
we got
tourists
CP.
that he know, he like, hell no, man. I'm cutting you off. Paperwork. He giving everybody paperwork. Anybody he work with, you listen to Chris Brown? Yeah. Paperwork.
Oh, no, she had the tongue out too? Oh, no, that's divorce. She had the tongue out, legs, oh, God. Divorce, yeah, you can't. Oh, that's beyond disrespect, Sarah. That ain't disrespect. That's something else. I don't know what that is. We don't support that over here on the Outlet News Network. We want everybody to stay in their marriages. Lost his match. Yo, Romero, 50 years old, in better shape than everybody.
I mean, it feels amazing. You know, I work hard for this
kid plays football too.
It actually feels great. I came here with the mindset that I was going to win, and I did. So I feel awesome about it.
It feels nice. I trained a lot for this tournament.
It's from the Cadet National.
I feel happy I won.
It feels good. You know, I came with a mission. I'm glad I just fulfilled it. I knew I was going to win. I just was glad that I could actually realize my goal.
Feels good. Staying focused. Sticking to the game plan all the way through.
I feel so good. I train for this, and I don't know. I just did my work.
A show of all the work I put in every day, working out and everything. So I feel really good.
Amazing. Like it's such an amazing opportunity to train with all these people and fight all these people who work so hard to be here, and I'm so lucky and so blessed to be able to fight with everybody. It feels amazing.
Awesome. Muggsy, I almost regret that Muggsy got famous.
For me to simply be good at wrestling, to be great at marketing, is why I'm here today. I love two things. These guys love one thing, is wrestling, and that's lovely, but I love marketing and content. So combining the two skills, I'm one of the biggest names in the world. I'm top 40 in the world right now, I think, for following the wrestling without any college degrees, other than the high school and state. I am the least experienced wrestler in RAF history. I probably stay that person in the history of this company. Every person here has been to some high level, and I've been nowhere in wrestling. For me to simply be good at wrestling.
I almost hate they made Muggsy famous. Sarah says, I'm still coming up between this very difficult open class. I just fought Elizabeth Clay. She tore Elizabeth Clay up. God dang, Elizabeth Clay. What? Sarah done beat Elizabeth Clay and
feels good.
And Gabrielle, what the heck's going on?
You know, like after Europeans, I felt like I could have done a little more. So, you know, I'm still coming up between this very very difficult open class. You know, just fought Elizabeth Clay, someone who beat Gabby Pisania. You know, so that gives me more confidence as well. But you know, I'm still just focused on me. I still got my weight division to go. You know, taking it one step at a time. I'll worry about the finals once I get there. Feels good, you know, like after Europeans, I felt like I could have done a little more. So, you know, I'm still coming up between this very difficult open class. You know, just fought Elizabeth Clay, someone who beat Gabby.
Man, that's crazy. She done beat everybody. I didn't realize Rampage still a blue belt. Nah, he beat up most people. That's what you do when you train ecologically. That's ecological right there. That's what Sarah be doing. That's Sarah in LL Snap drilling. That's ecological right there. Now, what's wrong with this man? He says 35-year-old makes UFC debut after surviving major health scare. If you got a major health scare, you don't fight. You shouldn't be fighting no more.
It's me dead. I wake up, I clipboards on my face, I can't move, I just start freaking out. I'm screaming, help! Like everything was over for a second, you know, and I came back to life, and it really changed my perspective of like just life in general and how I view just living life on a day-to-day basis. You don't have a second chance.
Get a job with better benefits.
Give everything you have. This is when they actually pronounced me dead. I wake up, I clipboards on my face, I can't move.
Don't. If you almost died, don't fight in the UFC. The UFC want to see. They don't care about you.
Excuse me, ma'am. Gi or no gi?
No gi.
Why is that?
It's just more fun.
And what's your favorite submission?
Either leg lock or rear naked choke.
Very cool. What's one lesson you take from jiu-jitsu into your day-to-day life?
Just to be confident and like make friends.
Have you made a lot of friends in jiu-jitsu, you think?
Yes.
Awesome. What belt are you?
Black.
As a black belt, what's one lesson you'd give to yourself as a white belt?
Just to like keep working and one day like get there as well.
What do you think makes you competitive in your space?
Just like enjoying the process and everything and just like having fun with it pretty much.
How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu?
10 years.
Oh wow. What was the hardest part during this 10 years to reach your black belt?
Just like to stay motivated and keep working, but I've always had fun with it, so it's never really been a tough thing to do.
Awesome. What was your name?
Helena Krevar.
Helena, last question. Do you follow Push Press BJJ?
I don't.
Why everybody think Helena 29 years old?
8 men, 10 million. Bonjour. And if you've signed a UFC exclusive deal, are you sick to your stomach right now?
This is the biggest fuck you to the UFC exclusive contracts that maybe has ever happened.
Are you absolutely sick right now? $10 million per. Is that like, is he saying $10 million for the winner of the tourney? Or is it going to be $5 million for. We don't know the logistics of that yet, do we?
I'm going to look at his page real quick because that's where he's been posting.
$10 million total in winnings. So that could be on multiple divisions.
I don't know that they're doing multiple divisions though, because it says $10 million prize pool. It says
open weight.
8 spots.
Unlimited weight.
Oh, it could be. July, 1 night. So it's one weight division, brother.
Oh, for 10 milli?
If that's not leave it all out there, I don't know what is, bro.
And what's this going to bring out though? It's not just going to bring out jiu-jitsu, guys.
I want to see Hoffa
It's not just going to bring out jiu-jitsu, guys.
Hoffa Mendez,
maybe
get
some
that money,
MMA
Hoffa.
fighters wanting to dabble in this. Some guys passed it for $10 million.
Somebody else said,
You're
could
gonna
we see
bring it out,
Hoffa?
dude.
The best paid fighters in MMA make around this.
Everybody who's at UFC BJJ is locked in, supposedly, unless they just ask for their release, which I bet you might see. You might see UFC BJJ guys ask for their release.
Speaking of that, or we don't have that much time anymore. I do need to come back to this. Let me jump over here. Speaking of UFC BJJ, you know, there's been some drama between Mr. Michael Musumeci Jr., I believe he's a junior, and, Jiao Miao. So this is a translation. I don't know how accurate this translation is, but I'll just read it. It's actually from Paulo, but, Paulo Jiao, same thing. He says, what's the point of a person who makes around $50,000? That's the translation. I don't know if they make $50,000. I don't know if that's what the school brings in. We don't know their expenses. What's the point of a person who makes $50,000 a month teaching jiu-jitsu if he's willing to fight an event that would pay, I know, $20K max? Oh, but it's the UFC. It's projection and blah, blah, blah. Dude, Joao posts a meme and it reaches millions. That's true. Joao Meow has millions of followers. Mikey has millions of followers. He posts he has an open schedule for seminars. He runs out in hours. He releases something and it goes viral. Oh, but Joao fights for free at IBJJF. That's what Mikey was complaining about. Yeah, so what? He has free will, and as he himself puts it, he says the events in which he doesn't have to devote months to fighting. He doesn't have to stop teaching. He doesn't need no camp. He doesn't need a camp. And we agree. He knows he will be made a fool fighting for a bag that does not match the size of the fight. Mikey was complaining that Joao wanted too much money to fight in the UFC BJJ, and it was more money than Mikey was making, and so it wasn't going to work. Now, the UFC has unlimited resources, as far as I know, but who knows? And he says he doesn't have to fight for reach. Come on over to the UFC BJJ account and let me know what the most engaged videos were. We'll see that this dynamic is opposite. The event has visualization, views. It does have views and exposure, and not the other way around. Now there is a sensational and unethical post from an individual who doesn't come down to me, which is also not the case. And everyone says that Joao ran. Ran from what? If he wasn't paid how much he would give in engaging and promoting the fight, not to sell yourself to an organization for hype, this business of fighting for honor doesn't exist anymore. Want to see the circus catch fire? Pay the clown. I like that. If you want to see the circus catch fire, pay the clown. So, you know, these guys have been living this life for a long time. I would argue most people nowadays don't have honor. People nowadays just fight for money, which isn't wrong. But back in the day, you know, you had people living on the mats, like the Meow brothers used to live on the mat. Did you know that, Sarah? They used to sleep and eat on that mat right there. A lot of people came up like that, fighting in these tournaments, trying to make a name for themselves. So I do want these guys to get paid. You know, they've sacrificed their bodies, their life, everything. So I do want to see them get paid. Yeah, I mean, simple as that. I do got another post too. I'll jump over to it in a second. There's something else over here. So Tom DeBlass is also, I don't know what's wrong with Tom DeBlass. We got to cover that too. But he been messing with the Wing Chun guys for some reason. I don't understand it.
And we got to figure out what the rules are going to be. Is it going to be like I'm down, like a straight up fight? Like what are the rules going to be? Like you do your Wing Chun and I do my jiu-jitsu? I'm a striker too, you know what I mean? Like I got more knockouts and I do submissions, but I credit that to my jiu-jitsu, 100%, not my boxing. Well, what's your definition of a jerk-off? You're the one calling BJJ guys dorks, right? So I think you're the one who aggressed everything. My thing is I'm not looking to learn Wing Chun from you. I'm looking to prove to you that I can handle you like an infant. That's what I'm looking to do, which I can. And I'll put up $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to prove that. Only reason I'm coming at you whatsoever is because you're calling jiu-jitsu guys dorks and saying it doesn't work for law enforcement. And I have numerous video of my students effectively using jiu-jitsu in law enforcement. And I had like 100 people send me your status, you know what I mean?
Can you guys hear it?
Brother, I'm not hurt at all. I know who I am. Everyone knows who I am. My feelings aren't hurt. I'm not mad. I'm not emotional. I just want to prove a point, that's all. Just like you want to prove your point.
Can you guys hear it?
So you post to your followers that you accept my challenge, and then when I say, okay, pick a time and a date, are we fighting, are we putting up money, then you say you're willing to learn, and I guess teach me. I'm not interested to learn Wing Chun. The only reason I came at you at all is because you called jiu-jitsu guys geeks and said it's not the most effective form of combat. when it comes to police work, and you're wrong, bro. So don't post your followers that you accepted my challenge and then speak differently to me. I'm 55, I'm out of shape. I'm gonna be 44, I'm not out of shape. I'm not a young man. But keep it real, bro. Don't say you accept my challenge, because my challenge was I could hold you down, like basically I'll hold you down like an infant, and your Wing Chun is not gonna work against me. I'm a jiu-jitsu geek, right? So don't post your followers you'll accept my challenge, and then that's not the case. Just keep it real. There's nothing wrong. I wouldn't accept my challenge if I were you either. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. And I'm willing to teach you why jiu-jitsu is effective, most effective. I'm willing to spend time with you and communicate and be kind. But you call us all geeks. Don't do that, bro.
And we gotta figure out what the rules are gonna be. Is it gonna be like, if I'm down?
So we'll get into it some more, but Tom DeBlass is threatening some 55-year-old dude. Somebody, I'm not gonna mention who sent this to me, but I don't see what was the whole point of trying to call somebody out and try to fight them, Tom DeBlass? Why are you trying to fight this old dude? You ain't got nothing to prove. What you got to prove? Tom says, I'm a kind man who wants to fight this 55-year-old man. Anyone who knows me or has been following me knows that. I'm also a man that is willing to back up my mouth 100% of the time. I got 100 DMs of this guy's post saying jiu-jitsu geeks, which is true. Jiu-jitsu people are geeks and nerds and creeps sometimes. Jiu-jitsu geeks think jiu-jitsu is the most effective form of martial arts for police, and it's not. I then issued him a challenge to prove that jiu-jitsu is more effective in combat versus Wing Chun. Why did he have to issue a challenge? Why couldn't he just ignore the video? Just move along with your day, sir. Why you gotta challenge everybody? He then posts on his story and tags me. He accepts my challenge. I kindly respond and ask him if we want to put up the money. I'd put up $5 or $50,000 on myself. His response back was how he'd be willing to meet and discuss things, exchanging knowledge. That's cool, bro. I'm also willing to meet and explain to you why jiu-jitsu is superior in combat. And don't tell your followers you accepted my challenge. You didn't, and that's fine. He 55-year-old man. It doesn't make you less of a man. What makes someone less of a man is acting like they are about it when they aren't. I think we do have a post on this. We're not gonna watch everything today. I don't have enough time. I'm sorry. I wish I had more time to do stuff with you guys. Where's the video at?
The drama hasn't changed since I started getting on YouTube, and it's always for entertainment purposes.
This the old guy.
But I will never deny the fact that my ego gets the best of me, and I get sucked into it all the time. For those of you who remember shit, it was 2011. I'll give him credit. Lyndon Ousted is over in Europe, and he got the best of me one day, and I remember being so fucking pissed off in the comment section. And I'm driving my car, and I pull over to the side of the road, and I do a video barking like a fucking rabid dog, talking about I'm going to come over to England. I don't even have a passport. I'm going to kick his ass. And that was Wing Chun and Wing Chun, right? It was fucking bad. The internet wars back then were insane. I've also known and experienced several times throughout the last 15 years that people love to issue challenges, and then when a challenge doesn't go away, not even if they're backing out, right? They always twist somebody's words. For those of you who remember the White Rose Wing Chun boxing crew, Dustin Carroll. Dustin Carroll issued a challenge. I said, absolutely. I think he was in Atlanta or Alabama. I will come down.
Hey,
Next
Alabama.
thing you know, Dustin Carroll claims he had to get a police restraining order on me because I was a cop and I'm coming down, blah, 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 blah.
It's not just us, Sarah.
Right? So the point being is, I don't care if I get my ass beat and put it up online. I've got several videos of me getting embarrassed, getting punched in the face,
Carol,
choked out, taken down.
Carol,
it's never been about that.
What's up,
God? My goddamn fucking
you guys still
integrity is
traveling?
everything. And when you challenge it, that's an issue. This bullshit with Tom DeBlass and the BJJ community is proof why I have no respect for them. And it's a blanket statement.
Everybody, look at
I'm sure
Cadill's
there's a
brown
lot of
belt.
good you guys out there, right? I know
Look at
Alex
Carol's
Embry,
brown belt, everybody.
Class Act. I don't really know too many other BJJ
Yes,
guys.
brown. I see it.
But my issue has always been the arrogance and the lies and the bullshit tactics. When I was under Phil Nearing, Phil was in love with BJJ, and he ruined our Wing Chun. He taught us to be defensive instead of offensive. It was always no good position, no good attack. And you can see it in his videos where he's actually teaching us.
There's definitely a
the chi
folk style
style.
of
I'm not in the video,
Chinese
but
folk
the
style
other
of
students I was
wrestling.
working
I'm
with,
not sure if it's similar to judo,
They're
though.
at a distance that is so far away because the concept is you couldn't get hit and then that puts you in a position to get a hit. Well, that puts you a beat behind the movement, and you're going to get your ass kicked every single fucking time. Wing Chun needs to close the gap and be assertive and aggressive. BJJ, he loved it. He loved Carlson Gracie, Andre Negro, and his wife, Anetta Stack. Even Sharon, his wife, became, I believe, a world champion Brazilian jiu-jitsu player. And that lived in our school, but it also warped Phil's mind. And Phil got very controversial, very toxic, and he became very Sensei Kreese-like. And it was one of the reasons why the fucking school just went to shit. And a lot of his students left. But it seems to be this is a tactic with the BJJ community. Now, understand something. It's the same fucking in Wing Chun. We have shitheads. We have toxic people. I don't fuck with them. I fuck with the Indianapolis Wing Chun crew, Naptown Wing Chun. That's about Sifu Ak, Justin Ak down in Florida.
No, none of
That's Evangelos. There's a very few number of people in Wing Chun that I will actually communicate with and go, okay, these are people that I am trustworthy enough to have a conversation with. Let me get kind of more to the post. Let's fight. Let's put up money. That's not what I'm talking about. Tom put up a portion of our conversation online.
Okay, that's what we just saw. A portion
of it. I put up the entirety. I want to play this just to get this out, this drama, this high school drama, so that
these guys in their
my
40s
integrity
and 50s,
is clear.
by the way.
That's all. This was my response to Tom's only portion of our exchange.
We got to figure out what the rules are going to be. Is it going to be like, I'm down, like a straight up fight? Like what are the rules going to be? Like, you do your Wing Chun and I do my jiu-jitsu? I'm a striker too, you know what I mean? Like, I got more knockouts than I do submissions, but I credit that to my jiu-jitsu, 100%.
Yo, that's the most humble man in jiu-jitsu right there.
Well, what's your definition of a jerk-off? You're the one calling BJJ guys dorks, right? So I think you're the one who aggressed everything. My thing is I'm not looking to learn Wing Chun from you. I'm looking to prove to you that I can handle you like an infant. That's what I'm looking to do, which I can. And I'll put up $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to prove that.
So this was, hey, Tom, why is it that all these guys who are cops are failing on the street if they're all training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? Tom couldn't answer the question. So the deflection was, let's fight.
You like Papa Smurf?
Let's fight. I will show you why Wing Chun or BJJ is superior. Didn't ask that. I asked if it is so superior, why are cops failing miserably on the street?
Oh.
Tom can't answer the question.
Does Papa Smurf
Nobody
have
can
hair,
answer the
though?
question. So they deflect. Challenge Izzo to a fight. Watch him back out.
That looks like
they
something
win.
Carol will give me
BJJ,
for Christmas.
it's the same tactic I saw under Phil with his bullshit with their
That's
Valley
what Carol gonna give me
days.
for Christmas. Papa Smurf.
Only reason I'm coming at you
I'm
whatsoever
gonna see a Papa
is because
Smurf
you're
hanging
calling
on.
jiu-jitsu guys dorks and saying it doesn't work for law enforcement. And I have numerous videos.
Once again,
I'm gonna see Papa Smurf in my bag, hanging off my bag.
Work. Sure, in a controlled environment, it'll fucking work. But why is it? If it's the preeminent and you shit on everything, you're going to tell me that Hapkido wrist locks don't work, that Wing Chun centerline domination doesn't work, wrestling takedowns don't work, wrestling headlock. But that's my point. You can't answer the question. Now you're saying to your audience, because this was up on your 700,000, actually
Adil,
a
I see
million
you.
between the two accounts, that I'm saying it doesn't work. Never said that. Never said that. Don't fucking put words in my mouth.
My students effectively using jiu-jitsu and law enforcement. And I had like 100 people send me your status, you know what I mean? Brother, I'm not hurt at all. I know who I am. Everyone knows who I am. My feelings aren't hurt.
Everybody doesn't know who you are. Everybody don't know who you are.
I just want to prove a point, that's all. Just like you want to prove your point.
So that was it. Tom posted the rest of this, and he cut off the last part of the conversation. This was my reply yesterday. All right, this is where I left it. Again.
Yeah, I need to go. Well, I need to lose weight, Carol. I'm still trying to lose weight.
So you post to your followers that you accept my challenge, and then when I say, okay, pick a time and a date, are we fighting, are we putting up money, then you say you're willing to learn, and I guess teach me. I'm not interested to learn Wing Chun. The only reason I came at you at all is because you called jiu-jitsu guys geeks and said it's not the most effective.
That's Tom moving the goalpost again. I never said I'm interested in teaching you. I said as long as you're open, whatever. We exchange, tap me out, I get choked out, whatever the case is.
You guys wasted my time
I want to
over
know
here.
that you're open to seeing how Wing Chun has been misrepresented over the years. That's what I was open to.
Why Tom
So again,
upset?
this is Tom moving the goalpost because he can't answer why so many cops are failing on the street when it comes to BJJ that they're being taught.
Well, they don't. Let me pause here.
Combat.
Let's be honest. At least here in Georgia, them cops don't be. They do 2 classes and they don't even want to be there. Now, if you go up north, they'll train jiu-jitsu. I can't tell you about the rest of the country, but down south, them cops don't want to train. Them cops can't even do a push-up. Most of them.
When it comes to police work, and you're wrong, bro. So don't post your followers that you accept.
The other thing, too, is, Tom, I'm not wrong because I actually did the job. You didn't. I wore the gear. I was in the low-light environments, in the grass, in the fucking street, all this shit. I know what works on the street, and I never had a day's worth of BJJ on the street. So I am going to challenge you when it comes to police work, law enforcement. That's my thing. Once again, nobody could seem to answer. How come these cops, if they're training so many gi, no gi, BJJ, all this shit when it comes to the street, we don't see too much of it?
Which cops are you talking? Most of them cops ain't using that.
And then speak differently to me. Yo, I'm 55, I'm out of shape. I'm going to be 44, I'm not out of shape. I'm not a young man. But keep it real, bro. Don't say you accept my challenge, because my challenge was I could hold you down. Like, basically, I'll hold you down.
Why you want to hold this man down?
It's not going to work against me. I'm a
Why you want to hold this
right?
man down?
So don't post your followers, you'll accept my challenge, and then that's not the case.
You can
Just
see it
keep
on his
real.
face.
There's nothing wrong.
CB.
I wouldn't accept my challenge if I were you either. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. And I'm willing to teach you why.
I accepted your challenge several times. That was it. When you introduced money, when you introduced, what are we fighting? Am I striking? No, that wasn't it. Your challenge was BJJ versus Wing Chun. You assume Wing Chun is striking. It's not.
Jiu-jitsu is effective.
I thought it was striking.
I'm willing to spend time with you and communicate.
Wing Chun's not striking?
And be kind. But you call us all geeks. Don't do that, bro.
Don't forget to play the rest of the exchange, Tom.
I just watched some of your YouTube video. You're so off base, dude. I never disrespect Wing Chun. Alex Richer actually taught a seminar at his academy in New York, and he's Wing Chun, and everybody was great. They were fantastic. Yes, jiu-jitsu is superior. And no, I just don't talk, right? Like, I've been in numerous altercations in my life from the time I could fucking walk, before I trained jiu-jitsu and after I trained jiu-jitsu. I know why BJJ is superior. I'm not saying Wing Chun is not great. I don't know much about it.
This is the problem I have, and I get it. I pissed you off to the point where I said Wing Chun geeks.
All right, now I ain't got time to be listening to these grown men. They too old to be complaining like this. Dan Lucart did have a good post. I thought it was pretty interesting. We'll read it. Some of you guys like Dan Lucart, some of you don't. He says Euros is always the hardest tournament as a clean athlete, as it's not tested by USADA or WADA, and there is ample time for PED abusers to cycle on after previous year's worlds and make serious gains. So this is why, some people might, after worlds, you don't see them no more. You don't see them till Euros. Some people, you won't see them till after Euros, so they got to skip. Anybody that be skipping Nogi Worlds, maybe think about that. Now, I had to skip Nogi Worlds. I don't have the money to go to Vegas. Last time I went to Vegas, it took all my money. They are so emotional. You think it's TRT? I don't know. Maybe that's just the way they are. I just wanted to see what the beef was, but there really is no point behind that beef. He says there's ample time for PED abusers to cycle on after previous year's worlds and make serious gains. Oh, I hurt my rib. My rib. Pans is always the easiest as it is a tested event, and PED users who are contenders need to cycle off after Euros and stay off so they don't test at Euros. So I guess they start after Worlds. You got June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. You need to be off of that. I'm just doing some math. I don't know what they be using. So they need to cycle off after Euros and stay off, which messes with their whole endocrine system. Most of these people don't know what an endocrine system is, and they're taking substances that can hurt them. And with significant advancement and expansions in USADA's clomiphene detection, which is what they take to get their natural testosterone back. That's what Mika Galvao got caught with. So with the expansion of USADA's clomiphene detection window, they can't jumpstart their T levels the same way after the cycle. So their training leads up to the tournament sucks. So the training leading up to the tournament. So I guess they're cheating. And then they got to get off the stuff so they can, pass the test. But the stuff they use to get off this stuff, they can catch that too. You shouldn't be cheating. Honestly, you shouldn't be cheating. Eventually, the technology gonna catch up to you, or somebody gonna slip or fall. Somebody gonna get paid off. Somebody gonna get angry and rat everybody out. Isn't that what happened to Lance Armstrong? Yeah, he never got caught, but his homies ratted on him. So the clomiphene window detection is probably expanding, and they can't jumpstart their T levels the same way after the cycle. So their training leading up to the tournament sucks. Brasileiros is also hard as it is untested. Surprise, surprise, they don't test in Brazil. And there is a contingent of competitors that do Euros and Brasileiros, but sit out Pans and Worlds. Some of that might be visa related, Mr. Dan Lukehart. It's hard to get a visa to get to America sometimes. But you guys know Euros they have in Lisbon, Portugal, so it's easier for Brazilians, I believe, to get to Portugal than America sometimes. He says they just blast nonstop, and that's tough to deal with. Others do a cycle to get out of the Pans testosterone crash where they couldn't use clomiphene to feel normal again. Worlds is tested down to second place, which makes it an ideal spot, but there is enough time for a clomiphene T jumpstart from Pans to Worlds. So I guess they get off before Pans, and then they want to kickstart their natural testosterone to kind of glide them down to Worlds, and then after Worlds you turn into a superhero again. CP says, yeah, but do people really care about BJJ PEDs? Look at people with the last name. Well, that's true. I mean, PED, we got a lot of issues. We got a lot of issues as a sport. We got a lot of issues between just we need a real governing body. That's what we really need. We need a real governing body with real consequences and real leadership. Now, most of you can't tell me who's in charge of IBJJF unless you kind of know who's been around. Some of you guys don't know who's in charge. And no, it's not Carlos Gracie. He's not in charge like he used to be. I mean, he's still the head guy, but there's other guys that kind of run it. But I don't think there's a website you can go to this will list the officers of the organization, the board members. You don't know who's on the board. I don't think IBJJF has a board. You don't know who owns ADCC, who really runs ADCC. You don't know who owns most of these tournaments. So we're doing these tournaments. Yeah, we don't know. See, look, nobody knows. We don't know who's in charge of ADCC. You be yelling at Mo. Mo ain't in charge no more. I think it's his brother. Cyborg over here. Cyborg over here being celebrated by IBJJF. I think we got a lot of issues in this sport. We just need to start all over.
My professor said, "Man, you're not human. You're a cyborg."
And they'll put the inspirational music behind them. You almost forget this man done did a lot of stuff.
Back then, my professor said,
they make you forget all these guys done did some crap. Let me play my Kennedy Blades. Let me play Kennedy Blades. I like Kennedy Blades. See, look, Sarah. Who else be supporting the sisters like? What's up, Ella Snap? Who else be supporting the sisters like me?
Kennedy here has been nice enough to offer. We might have forced her into this, but she is going to show me her signature move. It's called a suplex. I'm so nervous. All right. Also, Kennedy's 5'11".
She should. This nobody should not have done this.
So
nobody should not have signed up for this.
Yeah. All right. Okay. How does this work? Okay.
Don't hurt her,
What do I
Kennedy.
do?
Tie up on me.
I'm so nervous.
Okay, it's okay. Just breathe. All right, here we go.
Just breathe.
Amazing.
She ain't never had that done to her. She ain't never had.
All right.
She ain't never had that done. She looked like she would break
The mic
apart.
pack did not survive, but I did, luckily. I know that looked worse than it was, but that was a lot of fun. I think I'm going to stay off the mat from now on.
Extensions.
But Kennedy here, I just got to say, that felt like being thrown off of a skyscraper. And I don't know if I want to do that.
You gotta be careful. That snow bunny might sue you. Let me play this. LL Snap like this, girl. LL Snap stay trying to get us with studs. How do you feel about that, Sarah? LOL Snap, he the only one that be preaching stud life over here. Why don't she? Yeah, I don't know why she. Oh yeah, we don't know why she did that either. LOL Snap is the #1 stud supporter over here.
We have to go.
All right, you know what? I can work with her. I might be able to work with that. Now she gotta leave Simpleton though.
We have to
That's
go.
a deal breaker. I could maybe work with her, but she gotta leave Simpleton MMA. She gotta leave Simpleton. That's a deal breaker. You gotta leave Simpleton. I'm sorry. You gotta find another gym. Oh, why did his coach get blocked? Because they always be arguing. Else that be arguing. Aren't you on vacation, bro? Is there anything else I want to see? Let me look a little bit at Craig.
ADCC 2026. I'm deeply sorry, but I guaranteed earlier in the year that I would match the pay of the men and women's division. Women are getting paid less than the men in the ADCC. I pledged $48,000 to match the pay. I am rescinding this. Now, why am I rescinding this? One of the competitors has an active open arrest warrant in Hays County for sexual assault. February 26th, he received a second arrest warrant against a second individual.
Is that true?
ADCC are aware of this. I've been asking them to no response. Why on earth they would allow this individual to compete at their event, to which I have no response. So I am rescinding my $48,000 offer. I do not want to prop up an organization that doesn't value women. This isn't virtue signaling like the majority of my audience is going to think. This is a safety issue. I really can understand how we've ended up here in this sport. But I promise to you that $48,000
I don't want to know, CP.
To give back to the women of the sport.
CP, I'm not curious about that.
Lie for me. Understand why he sits on the ADCC active competitors list. Somebody explain it.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Ladies competing in ADCC 20.
Well, this sport, I mean, look how Galvao's being treated. Isaac's still in the tournament. I don't know what to say. Yeah, he should have pled the 5th, CP. That's why we got the t-shirt made. Now, I just don't know why. I don't know. I don't really understand anything in this sport. I just cover it. I do think we're going to watch Sarah Galvao, then I got a dip. We just don't have time. Was there something else I was supposed to read? There's a million things I was supposed to go over. Let me see this match with Gabrielle. I am going to speed it up, though, because I don't watch Jiu-Jitsu full speed or regular speed like you people do.
And have some nice matches with them, so a lot of studying of her game going around. And here we go.
Maybe I should slow it down a little bit. I'll slow a little bit down.
Really
That's too
fast. Action from Galvao Pisania. Very loud in here.
You know, I watch it just too fast.
Aggressive start for Gabrielle Pisania.
Gabrielle had no business losing this match. She had no business. I think maybe her knee still messed up. As far as I know, she never took time off because Nogi Worlds was December. She fought at Euros January. This is now March.
Resetting here in the middle after a couple foot sweep attempts. Took them out of the boundary. Be interested to see after such a close match before if their strategy with each other changes at all in the last 2 months. It was their first meeting ever in the gi as well. Our first meeting in general, gi or no gi.
See, look, when he speed it up, you can get through the match.
Talked a bit earlier about Gabrielle's cross collar grip takedown.
If you don't speed the match up,
collar drag,
it'd be taking forever.
See if she goes from that. Sarah also has a really good single leg in the standing position.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if Gabby brought the collar drag back. She uses it quite a bit, and she used to use it almost every match you would see. She would take people down, especially in her weight class. Yeah, really strong takedown there. She grab that grab. She'd take her hand, go to the cross collar and the sleeve. She'd drag them across.
Gabrielle looked tired.
Her face would usually go towards the mat, and she'd come up.
I don't know why.
Oftentimes take the back, or sometimes land on top in a pass already.
Her matches don't be lasting that long. Her match be over. She ain't fighting 10 minutes every match.
thing I think about too.
Let me
Gabby,
zoom this up a
while
little bit,
on it.
man.
So I wonder what
Jesus
this match
Christ.
like. She feels.
See, that's too much. Now listen, man. Listen. If I had a match, I know it's the finals, but if I had a match that was on the feet for about 3 minutes, they would call triple penalties on me.
Leg.
Clear the turn.
Looks like.
Sarah jumps to the close guard.
Gabrielle, you had no business losing to this girl. Now I gotta look at Galvao's
Earlier in the
face.
tournament, we saw Lillian compete against Gabby, got to the close guard, and was working on an arm drag. Looked like she had a bit of success with that.
Yeah, that was definitely one of her better opportunities, Lillian. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of that action from Sarah. And not surprising to me, too, that Gabby insisted on playing on top, seeing as she had a hard time with Galvao's passing in European. That was really how Sarah made some progress, put some advantages on the board.
She's like, I'm okay.
Sarah reaching over the top of the shoulder. Looked like she was maybe trying to reach for the belt. Got the middle of the back. Gabby keeping her elbows both in really tight on the inside of the thighs. Sarah's got a hold of the lapel here with her right hand. I think trying to pass it to her left hand. She's got 2 underhooks underneath Gabby's arms. Can't tell if her hands are locked together or not. Sarah drops down trying to... Such a good close guard attack. When you get double unders like that, you can bridge them backward off the close guard. But Gabby stays standing. Now looking a little aggressive on the feet here. Sarah jumps again, trying to close the guard, but Gabby brings her knee in the middle off of the jump. Gabby in a strong
pass right there,
opportunity
girl.
here.
Pass
Sarah's
that,
right
push that
foot on the
leg
hip,
down
though, is
somehow.
going to keep Gabby at bay, at least for the moment.
That keymaster. She ain't had no business losing. Same thing when she lost to Elizabeth
pulling
Clay.
up on the right
Had no
sleeve
business
of
losing.
Sarah. She's going to do that to try to keep Sarah on her back.
Look,
Sarah's
that
still
should have been
trying to
it.
turn on her side, though.
She's got a grip on the lapel.
Point your knee to the armpit. No,
Gabby
you don't
pulls
go
up
that
on the
way.
sleeve.
No.
Sarah
Okay, you get
forced the
back
turtle.
step.
Wow, and stays neutral without exposing the back there.
Advantage.
Advantage for Gabby Pisania.
She had no business losing.
And passed a little head to head, but it seems she wasn't. So Gabby was enough on the side there
Another guard
to force
pull.
the turtle, get the advantage. Now Sarah pulls again into sit-up guard, sitting up here, past the lapel, or sorry, trying to pass that sleeve, trying to pass Gabby's left sleeve.
On the shin, that could help.
You don't see too many
she has a
girls
shin on
play
shin with the
half
left.
guard.
Gabby
into
looking
that
very confident
lapel,
here
that
in
single
this
leg
knee
lapel,
cut.
or belt. You don't see
Sarah's
too
got
many
the
girls
belt
that play
threaded through
that, so
behind the
that
leg.
might have been working.
She's lost that shin on shin that you mentioned earlier.
Now, Gabrielle,
but now she's
she
trying to
should
bring
be able
that
to pass
foot
all
to the
this
hip.
stuff.
Gabby swims through underneath Sarah's left leg with her arm.
So what she needs to
So
do,
Gabby
you
can't
see
use
her
that
how her
foot
knees on the
to
floor. She
create
need to put her
space
knee
or
towards the
off balance
stomach. Yeah, right there. No, keep pointing your knee.
Sarah puts the left foot on the hip, trying to create some space.
No. Yeah, you can do that. No, don't do that.
Sits up, gets a hold of the
See,
leg.
She's got that shin on shin back for a second. She had created a little momentum.
she
trying to
gave
use
too
that
much space
left
to
foot
Sarah
create
Galvao.
space here, pushing.
When
Gabby
you're that
away
big,
with
you
her foot on
don't
the
need
hip.
to rush. You need
She
to go
created a little room
slow.
to come up in that sit-up guard, but Gabby
If she
put her
just
right
took her
back down.
time, she could pass.
Also has her bottom leg in front of the hip of Gabby Pisania. Gabby steps over it. Looks like Sarah wants to off-balance her and come up on a single leg.
Back step here.
Yes, Sarah has beautiful wrestle-ups. It's a
She-
lot to
she
ask
had no
though,
business
under
losing.
the knee cut of Gabby Pisania. Very strong position for her. She
Back
passes so
step,
many
right
guards this
there.
way.
Back step. Yeah, right there.
Controlling that top
Okay.
foot with her left hand. Trying to throw that by and
Man,
force Sarah to turtle.
it might be help. Galvao might have gave her 20 grand. Galvao might have gave her 20 grand.
Sarah making double sleeve grips here. Gabby trying to Toriano
Yeah, he
pass
might
around to
have
the
gave
side.
her 20 grand.
She exposes the back again. Sarah still
Sarah rolls
rolling through
through.
though. Gabby stacking now here. A lot of pressure down with that left forearm.
I might believe that. He said
Just 2
he
minutes
said I
left
need
here.
her to win
Gabby leading
to
by
get
2
the heat off
advantages
of
to
me.
Sarah's penalty. Sarah's got the ankle tucked with her armpit there.
I
Really
mean,
tough
how she lose this
position.
match?
Sarah trying to
That
square
don't
back
make no
up here
sense.
from Turtle. She's going to score another
She
advantage.
might have been
here for
off.
Gabby.
You never know.
Sarah trying to roll through.
All right,
Underneath
she had
that
no
leg.
business losing that though. You up 3 advantages.
Using the right knee and shin to break the grip on the collar.
Sarah looked to be trying to break that grip off and re-guard here. But Gabby has a
I
grip
mean,
on the
usually
pant.
you
Stop
in
it.
this
Going
situation with
through.
1 minute left, you're usually not going to win.
Her left hand on that
Usually that's it
left
for
leg
you.
Of Sarah Galvao. She's trying to use her knee to break the grip that Sarah has on the wrist. Sarah working a re-guard here with 1 minute left.
Yeah, usually that's it for you. Usually I'm like, dang, I'm
56
down
seconds,
2
Gabby
advantages.
Pessanha
Well,
has 3
that's it.
advantages. No points.
Yeah, I don't know if it was rigged. Maybe she might have just been off.
Play on top. Try to be on top.
Look at Gabrielle jumping around. You should have stayed focused.
Sarah trying to keep the fight in the middle of the mat here. Kind of backing up. Shoots in on a little single, trying to pull Gabby in.
She's pulling it back. She's throwing it back.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Let me rewatch that.
Kind of backing up.
I think she saw I think she stopped because she saw the referee right there. I think she stopped because she saw the referee right there. Oh, let me stop. And then, yeah, I think she just.
Single, trying to pull Gabby in.
She's pulling it back. She's throwing it back.
It gets hooks in. Oh my God.
That was 2 points.
Galvao. She's gonna earn 2 points here.
Oh no.
From Gabby Pessanha, fleeing the mat from the scoring position. She's gonna put 2 points on the board. The referee, they're going to review the tape.
I hate when they do that. The question is, when did they stop? Let me go back a little bit.
Backing up. Shoots in.
They should have stopped it there. Now, let that be me. Let that be me. They would stop it. They would stop the match right there. They should have stopped the match right there. The referees were in the way. She was outside the boundary. But listen, she's outside the boundary. The referee's in the way. They should have stopped it right there. Should have stopped the match right. Okay, restart. The referee was clearly in the way. Drags her back in, which okay.
Gabby in.
She's still touching. They should have stopped. They should have restarted them back over. I would fight for Gabrielle. That's me, but you know, they love Galvao over there. She was out of bounds the whole time. She was out of bounds. She was out of bounds the whole time. She was out of bounds. She was touching out of bounds. She touched out of bounds. They should have restarted there. And she was on the border the whole time. You're not really supposed to have action going on the border there. I could argue if, you know, that's what law. That's how, if you're a good lawyer, I could argue, well, she was out of bounds. Okay, let's have them restart and Sarah gets an advantage. I could argue for Gabrielle. I could have had Gabrielle still in the match. Sarah don't get 2 points. She should have got an advantage. I would have had Sarah losing.
Three times.
It's about your interpretation of the law, of the rules. The rules you can argue the rules. But you need someone on your corner though.
Tournament. I think they're gonna restart exactly where they end.
Yeah, but listen, why would you restart them there? The action, they never restart you in the same position that the action stopped in. They never do that. If it goes out of bounds, they never restart you back.
Here on the edge.
They wanted to fuck her over.
4 points for Sarah Galvao. She's up 6-0.
Sarah looking to finish here. Setting up this collar choke. Oh, wow. Look at the defense by Gabby. Gabby coming out. Sarah jumping over the top.
Sarah going for the arm.
Looking for the finish with 10 seconds. Gabby posturing out and fighting now.
Now, she should have done that the whole time.
Past the guard of Sarah.
She should have done that from the start.
Sarah Galvao wins double gold at the
Gabby, you should have taken it to her. Now we gotta look at Galvao's mug longer. If Galvao had lost, if Sarah Galvao had lost, Andre would have had his head down. Now he got his head up, chest puffed out. He's shameless. All right, man, that's it for me, man. I gotta go. I wish I had more time, but that's all the time I got for you people. Yeah, they definitely gave her some good calls. Now Gabrielle, next match, Gabrielle will win World Championships. Don't worry, Gabrielle will be back. I am worried about Elizabeth Clay. It looked like Elizabeth Clay got her knee tweaked a little bit. All right, everybody, that's it, man. Shout out to CP, Mush, LL Snap, Sarah, the usual, Danny Choppa, the usual suspects. We should be back tomorrow. I'm working on a project for my other channel, so I can't just give you guys all the time and all my time. I got to focus on my other channel too. It's important. That's it, man. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Stay out of trouble, CP. I'll see you guys tomorrow, God willing.
It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. Ha! It's the Alec News Network. What? Ha ha ha! Live streaming every week. We got Mush, LOL, Snap, and even CP. Uncovering the news that you don't see. Doing judo and jiu-jitsu is where you'll find me. Traveling the world, meeting these girls, pleading the fifth. You can't cheat this. We might be ran through, but we'll never give up on you.